It's Ashley from Notjustboxing here with Viddal Riley. Viddal, nearly there, mate. 1st of Feb, few weeks away. Probably the only chance I'll get to speak to you because I know when it's fight week you're going to be locked in. First of all, how are you finding the media day wearing your Spurs jumper?
Everyone wants to make a joke or two, but you think I didn't know that coming here? Of course I knew there was going to be a little bit of ridicule, but at the end of the day, it's the team I support. It's where I'm from. Say what you like, man.
Nah, I rate that. I'm a Chelsea fan, by the way, so
okay.
I'm not going to say no jokes.
Fair.
So what I just want to touch upon, I know you keep hearing this a lot, right? And I know you were a boxer before you got famous, but what I want to know is, how did you sort of tie both in together? Because what you've done is so unique that you're still grounded, you're still a true professional, English champion, but also you've still managed to sort of build an empire as a celebrity. First of all, have you got any tips for anybody out there? Because let's face it, everyone right now wants to be famous, right?
I'll be so real. I didn't orchestrate that to happen, you know. I've orchestrated this more than anything to do with the socials. I started boxing very young, went through the amateur circuit, won my 8 national titles. Then I decided
What gym was that?
West Ham. And I decided not to go to uni, which made me go to work. I was working as a PT, and then I ended up training YouTubers. I didn't plan to build a social platform. It just happened whilst I was hanging around with the guys, training the guys, and then I picked up my tips and had their assistance, and then it turned into this massive thing. But I put more years of my life into making sure I'm here than making sure I got followers.
Mm-hmm. So let's now talk about the fight. Obviously, you've been wanting Isaac for a long time. The fight was inevitable, really. You're on the way up, and unfortunately, it looks like he is slowly on the way down. It's hard to say that when you know full well he's had very close losses. I really respect him as a fighter, and I know you do too. So those close losses, would you say it's quite disrespectful to say he's on the way down when he is only losing by a couple rounds against that calibre of opponent?
I mean, he factually is on the way down. If your previous fight was for the European and Commonwealth title and your fight after that is for the English title, then you have fell down. Unfortunately, you know, that's just how the game goes. But he's still very dangerous. He's going to be very motivated because he understands that this could be the end. Putting someone in a position where they're like, this could be your loss, they're going to become and do something that they haven't done before to survive. And that's why I don't underestimate him. I really don't. I truly don't. I just know I'm better. It's just a difference. I just know I'm the better fighter. I'm the fresher fighter. Everything that he can do, I can do better. And the only thing that I haven't shown I can do better than him, because no one's made me, is have a war and have fight of the year. Besides that, he's not shown he can do anything better than me.
Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of chat about experience and how he's gone through the trenches, he's been there, he's fought through injuries. You said you've had different experiences, but you didn't really elaborate on it. I'm guessing your time in America, you know, you've done a lot of things that a lot of British fighters could never even dream of. Yeah. Could you talk about some experience that you've had, even if it's just inspiring?
When I said different experiences, I mean, he only had 9 amateur fights. I had 60, like between 55 and 60 amateur fights. I've boxed internationally. Like, I'm a youth Olympian. I've been on the GB development team. These are things he's never been there. So as much as I haven't been in battles and 12 rounders, and I've also seen a lot of things that he hasn't seen. So that's why it balances out. And we'll see on February the 1st how much his experience can play a part.
And how do you beat Isaac Chamberlain? So it's a cliche question, but how do you see it going in your head when you're visualising this fight, which I'm sure you do?
I just nullify anything that he does. You know, anything that he believes is going to be an advantage, we'll take it away from him, and then I'll do what I do and see if he can take mine away from me. And I don't believe that he's got nearly as many tricks as I have. He's gonna have some things in there. He's gonna have some new things as well, because I know he's got a new coach, so he's gonna try and put in what the new coaches are telling him. But at the end of the day, you only can be yourself, and when pressure hits, you revert to type, and that's what's gonna happen.
So lastly, jumping the gun a bit, I know we're just about to finish. Can you tell me 1 or 2 of just your best memories or funny moments whilst you were out in the States? I'm sure you got some good ones.
Oh, that's a good question. A good moment, I went to see Conor McGregor and Habib. So So when he leaped the fence and I was there, like I saw that live. And maybe when Fury fought Wilder the second time, I was there as well, MGM Grand. So everyone was just like, what is happening after watching the first fight? So those are like two definitely memorable like moments. And of course, like being in the Mayweather gym with Jeff Mayweather and the whole team out there, Badu Jack, Caleb Plant, Sean Porter, like literally just being next to these guys is normal. It was an experience. I met legends out there. Great experience.
What's been your best sparring out there? I know you've probably been asked this a million times.
Best sparring. You know what? I sparred some good guys. I sparred some very experienced guys. My best spar. There was a guy called Raheem, I think. It's like a US amateur, but he's good. He was the most difficult. He was a good fighter. I hope he's doing well right now. I don't know what he's doing, but
Have you not seen much of him now? Or?
No, I haven't. But he was a good fighter, man. But I also sparred with Badu Jack, you know what I mean? I sparred with Ahmed El-Biali. I sparred with quite a lot of guys, man. Like
I met Badu Jack.
Tabiti.
I couldn't believe how small Badu Jack is. Like for what he's achieved at those weight classes.
It goes to show he's got skill, because if he didn't, you wouldn't be able to do that. To do what he's done. He's a freeweight world champion.
Yeah, and he's had some memorable moments. I'm sure you're going to make some in your career too.
I hope so, man. And that's what we. Like, I don't look too far forward anymore. I've just learned to put best effort into what is happening right now, and then what happens after follows. You know, I don't like to project too much, because that's just unpredictable, man.
I'll rate that. Actually, one more quick one. What's your favourite quote? Or saying?
When you try hard, you die hard.